So we got a situation. Yeah, we do. We do. And please let me know if y'all feeling the vibes in these videos and everything like that by hitting that like button, all right? But here we have situations where the cops make the worst discovery of their lives. Let's get to it.
Did you see their corpses? They're foaming out the mouth, but they're still convulsing back there. Their wounds healed though. Is that normal? That's not normal. They're like black out the mouth.
Put him in the capsule. Put him in the container. Apple Big Yankee. Orders are orders.
Even bother. There are eating about these.
Look if there's a lot of blood.
Wait, what?
They're all dead.
On October 13th, 2024, deputies from the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office receive a call from a concerned neighbor who heard about half a dozen gunshots somewhere nearby. When authorities arrive at the neighboring residence, they're greeted by 24-year-old Adlai Mestre and clear evidence that something horrific has recently happened in the home. Answers about this tragic case wouldn't come easy.
That's crazy because in the town I grew up in, hearing gunshots out in the country is a normal thing. People shoot on their yards. So it just is baffling to me when I hear people call 911 because they hear gunshots where they, you know what I mean? Especially when you grew up and it's a normal thing. Even in city areas, it's like you went to sleep, you heard gunshots, you woke up, you hear gunshots. It is what it is. Like, either way, back to the story. My bad.
Has recently happened in the home. Answers about this tragic case wouldn't come easy, not only because of the suspect's bizarre behavior, but because he didn't plan on staying in custody for long.
I'm commanding you. What is he doing? Angel, come on. Open the door.
The following report.
Yeah, that's smart. Let's design the interrogation room where we're gonna, I don't know, interrogate some of the most violent criminals known to man. Let's make it out of paper. Let's make it out of Legos. Let's make it out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, who thought that was a good idea? Don't hire that person again.
It is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Around 1:45 in the afternoon on October 13th, 2024, a 911 call came into the Bernalillo County, New Mexico Sheriff's Office.
And the property adjacent to me I also own, but I rent to a nice family that has been living there for some years. We heard like several gunshots about an hour and a half ago, and thought what we heard was kind of like a dog crying. Anyway, we heard about 5 or 6 gunshots, and then about 10 minutes later, a single gunshot. It did sound close by. You know, maybe I'm being paranoid.
The caller, Daniel, said that despite hearing the shots an hour and a half earlier, he decided to text and call the Mestre family first. He also drove to their home and honked his horn several times. When there was no response, he called the authorities. It isn't until 2:50 p.m., about an hour after the 911 call, that deputies arrive at the Mestre family home.
Sheriff's Office!
Nothing could prepare the two deputies for the troubling encounter they were about to have.
What is, sir? My family rushed me.
Rushed you where?
In my room
What do you mean?
with a knife.
Come out here real quick then.
Yes, sir.
What are you talking about, dude? Yeah. You have any weapons on you right now?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on, no, don't reach.
No, I do.
Go on,
I
turn
do.
around.
Yes, sir.
You're just gonna tell me what's going on, okay?
So,
Give me a second.
My family trying to walk in my room, and then they're trying to hit my heart. And my dad had a knife, and my sister had a sledgehammer, and then I killed them. But however, I found their bodies, and their wounds were healed.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you?
In a minute, okay?
No, I don't. Matter of fact, I want you to stop talking. Soon as you said I did this and now their wounds are healed, I no longer want to speak to you. You know, I prefer you to have your lawyer present and a representative because I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say.
It was crazy. I don't know, like, I shot him in the head, and then they're convulsing. They're crying their arms.
What's your name?
Adlai.
Adlai?
Adlai.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah, no, I'm honestly shook.
You're shook up?
Yeah. I got a pistol in here. Oh, I was gonna put on my white. It was crazy. Is that normal? I don't know what happened. It's like they were trying to hit my heart, and then they were banging on my door. And
You have blood on your hands, dude. What's up with that?
my dad rushed me. I hit him, and then my mom was like, "You need to die." And I was like, "What the?"
Turn around.
If 24-year-old Adlai Mestre's claims seem strange now, they will only become even more bizarre.
No,
Yeah.
I can show you where the body's on.
No, just hold on.
Just tell me where they're at, or you're gonna come over here.
Hey, hold on. We have to detain you in the car, okay?
They're over there.
On the right. Okay.
All right.
Are they in the house?
No, it shit looks scary for them. They were biting their arms, and then there was like hot boiling on the ground. Is that normal?
I think it's
No,
kind of hanging
that
out.
shit was weird.
Did you use that gun at all?
I did.
You did? Against who?
My dad, my mom, and my sister. I don't know what the they were doing.
Hold on.
Understood. This shit's scared me.
Go and sit down. We're gonna talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Understood.
After securing Adlai in the vehicle, the deputies returned to the residence.
Sheriff's office! Anyone inside? Come on out with your hands up, open and empty. Looks like there's a lot of blood. Can you give us temperature?
When their announcement goes unanswered, the deputies wait for backup to arrive. However, even from the doorway, it's evident that something horrific has occurred recently. Blood can be seen in pools and smears on the floor and stairs. When backup finally arrives, they prepare to enter the home.
Do you guys want to work with the shield?
Yeah.
How's the dog? The dog, I think it's kennel.
I ain't gonna lie, that still don't seem like enough people. Empty the station. Why don't we never empty the station? Like, I want surrounding counties. We need to be able to be at the front door, the side door, the windows, everything. We need to come in here like stormtroopers and proceed to clear this house. Just a few of us, I don't like it. Somebody could be under a bed, behind a door, in the attic, pointing the gun out of the attic. Like, yeah. You can tell I'm paranoid. I couldn't do this job.
Okay.
Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office! Anybody inside? Come out with your hands up, open and empty.
As the deputies make their way through the entirety of the home, they find more blood spatter leading up the stairs, soaked into the carpet, smeared on the walls, and trails of red into the bedrooms.
There's a knife too right there.
What's that? We'll take it to the showroom. It's gonna wrap around to the right on the whole hallway. Cool. Take a left. There's another thing on here. There's a lot of blood.
Sheriff's Office!
Shell casing.
Looks like someone was dragged.
Yep.
In another part of the home, they find evidence that one of the family's dogs has also been injured.
I think this dog was shot too, so some of the blood may be coming from the dog.
With no sign of Adlai's family anywhere inside,
That's what I was about to say. Where are the bodies at, though? Where are the bodies? I just hear blood smeared. Looks like somebody's been dragged. So clearly he's taken them somewhere. Where are the bodies at, bro?
they head into the backyard.
There's drag marks still here.
These are drag marks.
Let's try and stay out of them.
Seeing the daunting expanse of the yard, one of the deputies heads back to the vehicles to speak with Adlai, hoping he can narrow down the search.
Please don't kill me, officer.
I'm not gonna kill you, dude, but I need to know where they're at.
All right, did you see that dog? I can show you.
No.
Okay, so no. So
Where are
listen.
they? Are they inside the house or
No,
outside the house?
They're in the backyard. So I was gonna bury them. There's a
Subject
gate.
saying they're
There's a
in the
gate
backyard.
with a trail. Gate with the trail, and then you're gonna want to take a right, and there's gonna be another gate, and you're gonna go down. I can lead you there.
Do you have a specific location or?
The deputy passes the information to the rest of his team, and
Yeah, I don't blame that deputy. I know it seemed disrespectful and all, But I don't blame him. I don't want you to get out the car, out of your cuffs. No, sit there and just be quiet. And he slammed the door. That's what I think he was thinking. I don't blame him.
And it isn't long before they find Adlai's father, David, mother, Nancy, and 17-year-old sister, Brayley.
Okay, I got him. Oh, 3 deceased, 1 possibly looks like a juvenile.
With the confirmation that Adlai has been telling the truth, at least about his mother, father, and younger sister already being dead, the deputies search him again before transporting him for questioning.
Did you see their corpses? They're foaming out the mouth. Are they still convulsing back there? Can you find the bodies?
Yeah, we found them.
Their wounds healed though. Is that normal? That's not normal. And they're like black out the mouth. Did y'all take a picture? And did you see that grabbing his dog?
After he's brought to the sheriff's office, Adlai is escorted to an interrogation room where his erratic behavior will only escalate, resulting in a truly shocking and troubling interview.
Cool, man. I'm gonna have him take you out of handcuffs. Go ahead and stand up. Get you out of handcuffs. It's a little easier if you stand up, okay? So before I take you out, man, no problems, right? You're not causing any problems down here? No problems. No problems? Cool.
You believe him? If there's one candidate I would think that would be a person we want to keep in handcuffs, it'd be this joker here. Bad mistake. First mistake by the police and detectives I've seen so far. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm letting this joker out of. He's gonna live in handcuffs until he get to the jail.
While this may be true for now, Adlai will eventually cause the sheriff's department significant trouble.
Just go ahead and hang tight for me. If you need anything, just knock on the door. I'll come back, okay?
After some time alone, during which Adlai barely moved except to seemingly acknowledge something no one else could see, the detective returns again.
Hello. Again. Like I said, my name's Cameron. I'm with the sheriff's office. Okay, so I'm one of the detectives that's out here. Just gonna come talk to you about what happened today, okay?
Almost as soon as the detective returns, Adlai launches into a rambling story.
So, I would like to ask you a few questions about what went down. So, first off, is English your first?
Around 9 p.m. we're like facing, there's like seismic wave. So I was just aiming at cell towers, top of Big Bend, top of Seattle, and then I was hearing a lot of seismic waves and a lot of women were hurting. So then I helped the woman pull coins out of her vagina, and then healed. And got a submarine, and next thing you know, the seismic waves would have stopped because they're only down for like 30, 40 seconds. And next thing you know, those seismic waves wouldn't stop. My family starts convulsing. And then 9:30, convulsing, just loses consciousness, rushes me. And then around like 9:30, my sister would show up, as I was told. And I'm talking about they're doing the illegal rapidness. And then if you look on the police cams and the thermal imaging, on one of the dogs, it wouldn't happen. So there's like a major catastrophe.
That sounds like it. So let me just...
How many died?
What's that?
How many died?
How many
died today?
I don't know. I haven't been out there.
There's can you write down?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I write some down?
Sure.
Alright, so when I continue with knowledge, around like 8, 9, whatever, seismic, we're supposed to have
S-E-I-S-M-I-C.
Cell towers, Big Bang, 1-2 Big Bang.
Sure.
It's probably right around this moment that the detective realizes this interrogation will be unlike any other.
So,
what is he on? Y'all think he smoked something, took something, sniffed something, ingested something that's got him, like, is he high off something? Like, what is, or is he just, this is just him? And see, we have no family to be like, this is type of person, they need to contact somebody who knows him to figure out what they are dealing with. Like this is different.
Before we keep going, I just need to make sure you understand a few things, okay? Since why you're here, okay? So we brought you down to a police station, okay? I just want to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Have you ever had your Miranda rights told to you before?
No, sir.
Okay.
First time.
The detective then Mirandizes him, making sure to check that Adlai understands each of his rights before continuing.
Now, tell me what happened inside the house with your mom and dad and sister.
Well, now I have my mom and dad sister previously. We're dealing with the catastrophe. Next thing you know, I try to leave. And then next thing you know, come over, messed up. And my family misconsciousness is been had to.
And when you say you had to, what did you have to do?
Kill.
Okay, you had to kill him? Okay.
And they
And
lost consciousness, and I don't know what they do. They're raising, they're riding back. And like half an hour later, eating bodies.
they were eating bodies?
Grabbing the dogs, and then I had to shoot the dog.
You had to shoot a dog?
And I was winning and everything. I was clean, but then I heard the police call.
During the clearing of the home, one of the deputies noticed something peculiar near the...
Sound like he thinks he's in like a Resident Evil game or something like that. Maybe a zombie video game. It sounds like he thinks he's trapped inside of that game or a movie or something. Ravenous dogs foaming out the mouth, coming back to life. All kind of different things that he's stating is what that sounds like to me.
the back of the house.
Got a bunch of blood over here. Man, this was cleaned up.
Another noticed a blood-covered mop.
Is that bleach?
Adlai also mentioned that he shot one of the family's dogs. The animal was transported for emergency medical care after suffering from 3 gunshots. However, it could not survive its wounds and had to be euthanized.
So, where was your dad when all this was happening, when you shot him? Was he in his room or living room?
Yes, use thermal imaging camera and you check it.
Well, I'm just asking what you know.
On 55-year-old, 55-year-old.
Yep, I've got it at the top. Where did you shoot your dad?
I shot my dad in the room.
In the living room? And did you shoot him? Where did you shoot him?
Well, at first I was hit him, and I hit him, and then I was like, going off the guy, and then I killed him.
Where did you shoot him in the head? Did you shoot him in the chest?
I was shot.
What about your mom? Where did you shoot your mom at?
My mom was saying that the guy killed you.
Though deputies found shell casings at the home, they also uncovered other evidence at the scene, including a bloody meat tenderizer and a knife. After discovering the bodies, some of the deputies at the scene speculated about how exactly Adlai's family was killed.
Shot him then? There were shell casings inside the house? There was a knife on the ground too, with blood all over it.
In his interview, however, Adlai isn't adding much clarity about what happened.
Well, my dad said everything. And then I don't know what they got possessed or something. Can you put
Possessed? Sure. So you shot your mom. Was she upstairs or downstairs?
She was walking down just talking crazy. I was like, shut off. I brought my father. And then my sister, same thing, just got scared. And I shot her through the wall. She raved, shot her through the head. Raved, and I was killed her.
And then where did you shoot your sister?
That was the only time I only killed my mom, my dad, and my younger sister.
Younger?
Adlai emphasizes that he's referring to his younger sister, as he also has an older sister, Nancy Jr. Investigators have tracked her down, and the morning after Adlai's interview, they have the daunting task of informing her that most of her family has been killed.
There's really no good way to tell you.
Just tell me.
So, your mom, your dad, and your sister are dead.
I wasn't expecting them. I was not expecting them.
And unfortunately, I arrested your brother, Adlai. Our deputies went over there, and
now you heard what she said, right? I wasn't expecting them. Remember earlier I was saying we need to find out from a family member. That was key right there. That was key because she said, I wasn't expecting them. That lets me know he got a history of this craziness. This ain't just started. So my whole thought of him being on something that might have tripped him out, I don't think that's the case. Still could be, but I don't think that's, I think this is a history, a pattern. He's probably been headed towards this way for a minute. I wasn't expecting them.
Your brother was there, and he clearly had signs that there were some things that weren't good. So our deputies went in and they located your mom, your dad, and your sister. So.
Where were they in the house?
So it looks like, they were actually found outside. It looks like it happened inside. And
he dragged them outside.
It looks that way.
Where was the initial splatter at?
It's hard to tell because it was everywhere.
I was expecting for you guys to tell me that he's dead, not that they're dead.
This is awful.
I expected one days for you guys to come. I just wasn't expecting it to be my normal family.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Nancy Jr. wasn't the only one who had to be informed of the tragedy. The neighbors who initially called 911 were also told.
Basically, what we can tell you is unfortunately David, Nancy, and Brielle.
Braley?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They're all dead. And I was the one I interviewed Adlai, and I arrested him for the three murders.
What? Why?
I wish I had more answers.
Brady, not Brady. Brady.
What the happened?
Was it all today?
It looks like they were killed at some point today. We're not exactly sure.
When we heard the shots at whatever time
It could have been.
was.
It could have been. I mean, there were multiple gunshots to each of them. So we're not sure. So we have to wait.
To each of them?
Why
Killed
would you
his
not?
sister?
I know.
Fucking killed his sister?
I know.
So
The girl?
just to prepare you guys, okay, the house, it's not good. There's a lot of blood everywhere. Just being honest.
As those who knew the Mestres reel from this news, back in Adlai's interview, the detective continues to try and make sense of his story.
Where did you take them after you shot them?
Well, I buried them, so there's like a trail.
Okay.
And then I open the gate, take a right,
And so went down the trail, and I put them all in the ravine. And why did you put them in the ravine?
because I lost consciousness, and you can take a picture. Let me write some down.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I feel like you're tempering.
I'm not tempering anything. I'll show you what I'm writing.
How about I write a note?
Okay?
Buried in the ravine. Position. Try to kill me, try to kill me. Enunciating.
Bro, even his handwriting sloppiness screams psycho to me. Just everything about him is just giving me that vibe. Look at this handwriting. Don't it just scream like what I just did, what he just did? Yeah. And, well, I mean, you can't really say that, but it just makes me feel like that. Because if that's the case, a lot of us in school would be looked at like psychos the way we wrote, now that I think about it. But anyway, it does though, don't it?
To kill me. Lost consciousness.
In her interview, Adlai's sister elaborated on why he may have been referring to possession in his interview.
And we're having a baby, and he killed off everybody else. It's fucking nuts.
This is fucking ridiculous. Jesus. What a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but what the is wrong with him?
There's
A lot.
Yeah.
It just kept getting brushed off.
Yeah.
My mom kept saying, "Oh, he's just possessed. He's not f***ing possessed."
Yeah, he talked about possession.
It's clear that something else is going on with Adlai.
Said it. I said it, bro. Like, why do... And I get it. It's our kid. So we don't want to put him out there as being... And if you're a parent, you know that. If you recognize something, you're like, okay, I can fix it. You go into protect them fixer mode like you can fix it. But no, you need help. They need help. Serious help. Here you got Michael Myers sitting in this chair and you knew you needed to have him locked away. But just like in the Michael Myers movie, the one where they actually showed Michael Myers as a kid, and the mom didn't want to realize that something was wrong with him when she was seeing him do all this stuff to animals and stuff and see the progression. She didn't want to acknowledge it, but it wasn't until she came home and he had done murdered pretty much everybody that she was forced to. Same in this situation. This is straight up some Michael Myers stuff.
And so the detective attempts to get more information.
Have you ever been to the doctor at all for any type of mental health issues?
Oh yeah, I went to the Haven for, curse. People used to curse me, and I feel like my family cursed me.
Oh, really?
I feel like my family tried to curse me.
And why do you say that?
I don't know, it's just, I always spent time with my family, and my voice changed.
Oh, wow.
At the scene, deputies found discharge paperwork from September indicating that Adlai had received help for his mental health.
Telling them to surrender, auditory hallucinations, hearing voices.
Let's make sure we photograph that.
Discharge diagnosis. End of September.
So they discharged him.
Well, man.
Yeah.
Something changed.
Yeah.
So he was hearing voices, men and women voices. That is bizarre. When was that dated? August? No. September 27th, 2024.
Not too long ago.
Adelaide is a 24-year-old male admitted to psychosis, presenting with command auditory hallucinations. He states, "I'm hearing voices and the women are telling me to surrender to police force and come to my reality." He stated the voices have been present for years, but he has not paid attention to them. The patient stated that he went to the police to see if they had intelligence about his reality and might be interested in employing him into the police force. He states that he has planned to apply to the police academy after discharge.
Adlai's older sister also had some insight into his mental health.
I mean, did he have any
indications that he wanted to kill him? No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
No, so there was nothing that...
Did he hear voices? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And was he supposed to be taking medication,
Yes.
do you know?
And I'm pretty sure that's why. Because even I started getting on his about it.
Okay, like
Because
that he wasn't taking it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm 100% sure that that's why, because they were all probably stressing him about that. My mom had found the pills in the trash. Like his schizophrenic break. It's been in the buildup, but he's been acting normal for months.
Perhaps realizing that the interview isn't going anywhere productive, the detective attempts to take a break.
I gotta go talk to my partner, try to figure out what all happened, and we gotta figure this out, okay? If you need anything, just knock on the door or just say hello, and I'll come back and help you with whatever you need, okay? All right? Sounds good. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, okay. What else would you like to talk about?
Review.
What's that?
Review. Well, you got family try to
Try to curse you.
Curse me. Okay. Family try to curse me. Silent Williams convulsions.
Yeah, you wrote that a bunch up there.
Once again, the detective attempts to leave the room.
May you please not alter?
I will not alter it. You'll get a copy of these. You'll get a copy when we're done. Okay?
Despite being left alone, Adlai soon begins to talk to himself.
Fucking Officer Adriel, but like Jesus, that's not me. Period. I ain't no Adriel, no fracker. How about y'all go ahead, pull some strings, to make an officer, the sheriff, let's make it happen. I don't deserve to spend life in prison over a catastrophe. I ain't no officer angel. Bloodline Jesus, no such thing. Jesus was not conceived. You know what y'all believe? Officer angels, y'all believe there's bloodline Jesus. Talking. Officer Magistrate, Admiral Magistrate, matter of fact, Admiral Magistrate.
How could the doctors release this back into the society? How was he released? Because, and I have to go back to what the sister said, because she said he's been acting normal for a few months. So maybe he showed some signs, but I would like to think if they saw this, they wouldn't have released him. He does not need to be outside of a padded room. He needs to be inside of a padded room.
Admiral Magistrate. On Dubai, I was on.
As things grow even stranger, Adlai begins directing his ramblings towards someone that no one else can see.
No, that ain't no Adrian. Do not repeat after the fractors. Orders. Shit. Big 8. Admiral Big AD. Admiral Little Big AD. You got it? Put him in the capsule. Put him in the container. Admiral Big AD. Orders are orders. So I'm saying, like, can't even do it. So right now, just. Did they? You got more detail? Fine print?
Adlai takes a quick break from his monologue to relieve himself in the corner of the room.
Y'all just trying to kill me. Give me life. Honestly, you want to blame it on me? I'm honestly powerless right now.
After being in the room alone for about 40 minutes, Adlai begins to...
That's the thing. I don't think he's alone. Physically, we only see one person. But I think it's multiple people in there. Either inside there or outside of there. But he ain't the only person in there. It's a lot more of him around there. This is crazy. If you ever thought people couldn't have split or multiple person, you witness it. Look at this. Look at this. This needs to be studied.
Grow more distressed.
Tell them to unlock the door. I can't. Risho, open the door, please. No, can you just let me out? Look, we got him. Bro, can you just let me out? Bro, y'all suck, man. Angel. Look, he has his own brain. That's what I'm saying. I'm commanding you. What is he doing? Angel, come on. Open the door. Who else is coming? Nobody? What? Why don't you just control him?
Adlai's conversation with himself is interrupted as the detective returns.
Are they coming? Or are they just... Good. Alright.
It's Detective Carroll. Go ahead and sit down for me, okay? Alright. So, that's gross.
Sorry.
You should have told us, dude. We would have took you to the bathroom, bro. Alright. So, here, what I need you...
I think they're actually pretty lucky. I think they should be thankful he went in the bottle. Because when he said he relieved himself, I automatically assumed that he just peed in the corner. Like, I didn't think he took a bottle over there. I think they should be thanking themselves that they ain't walking there to a puddle.
What you do, man, is just take a deep breath, okay? Okay? We got a lot to do, so just take a deep breath. Okay, you've been yelling a bunch. You doing okay?
May you please raise me?
What's that?
May you please release me
Release you where?
from this?
We can't, man.
Thank you.
We can't. So it's gonna be a little while. Just hang tight, okay? Please.
Are you gonna send more soldiers?
We have no soldiers here, man. We're all just cops.
Are you gonna send more soldiers?
He's not a soldier. He's a cop. He's a deputy.
Or am I gonna spend the night?
You're gonna spend the night probably in jail.
Nice.
Okay? So we'll be back, but I just need you to simmer down a little bit, okay?
No, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough day, man. You've had a rough day for sure.
Yeah.
So just take a deep breath for me, all right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Despite the detective's request, Adlai would not be simmering down anytime soon. In fact, this is when things take a turn.
You wipe the camera?
Let's go. Hey, stop it!
As soon as Adlai escapes from the interrogation room, he heads for the elevators. Alerted by the sound of the wall breaking, it's only seconds before the deputies catch him.
Oh! No! Put your hands down. Turn around.
We're gonna die by it.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. All right. You know. Let's put it back on.
I'm still a little pissed about that whole interrogation room design thing. Like, who thought that was the way that room that's gonna house and hold these terrible people that are coming through there should be made of paper? Like, who would? I don't know. Let's not just do that. Let's just not do that. That makes no sense. That irks me.
I got it. He kicked a hole through the wall. Jesus Christ. Adlai, what are you doing, brother?
Y'all losing.
No, we don't lose.
I'm gonna have a bunch of energy lit on me. Might become powerful.
Well, let's not be powerful now, okay? I just need you to relax.
Realizing that the walls in the sheriff's office are ill-equipped to hold Adlai, they decide to secure him in a police vehicle. After some cooling down time, Adlai is once again brought inside in order to be photographed, to give a buccal swab sample, and to have his clothing collected. He's then given a temporary suit to wear and is escorted to the vehicle again, and then to jail.
Alright, back in the car.
When they arrive, Adlai is led to a holding cell. Before his sister was left to grieve the loss of her family, Nancy Jr. offered some possible insight into what may have sparked this horrific event.
I guarantee you, like they were getting on it. He already had some strife with my sister.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Over what?
Just because she's a teen.
Yeah.
She's a teen. She's a normal teenager. She has attitude. No, she doesn't. She didn't.
No,
But-
none of this was
But
supposed to happen.
Like someone who's schizophrenic and thinks that somebody's out to get him, and she's probably. That's why I asked if the door was broken in, because if she was the first one, I would not be surprised.
I've been a cop a long time, and I've been in homicide for a long time, and this one was definitely one I'll never forget. It was, it was insane.
Yeah.
When he was initially approached by deputies, Adlai had claimed that his family had rushed him, as was discussed by the deputies who first responded to the crime scene.
That was a dumb story. Oh, they all came at me. Killed them in all different places in the house.
Contrary to Adlai's claim, the evidence paints a haunting picture of his family's last moments. The autopsies revealed that David was shot in the arm, chest, and back of the head. Nancy was shot in the back and suffered blunt force trauma to her face, as well as contusions over most of her body. 17-year-old Braley had a gunshot wound to her eye and blunt force trauma to her hand and face. Adlai Mestre was arrested for 3 counts of murder in the first degree, 3 counts of tampering with evidence, extreme cruelty to animals, escape from custody of officers, and criminal damage to property. He has not been convicted or sentenced at the time of this video.
Never have I ever seen anything like that. This one here needs to be a case study for psychologists, for the ones who talk to the schizophrenic, or for the ones who deal with these type of patients. This needs to be a case study. Wow. Listen, man, y'all stay safe. Stay safe.